Hello everyone, Oliver here from the Mobility Shop again, and today we're looking at the Gravity 2 Tilt and Space wheelchair from Ultimate Healthcare. We're going to go through two things today, firstly adjusting it for the user and then operating it and using it. So there are a few things to adjust for the user. The first is the headrest. We don't need any tools for this. At the back there are 4 different adjustments. We've got height up and down, and then you see we've got these series of hand screws which we can undo and adjust it to any angle we want. So obviously that needs to be done with the user in the chair. Moving forward from there, if we lift the cushion off of the chair, just on the seat base here, we've got 4 Allen key screws. If we loosen those off, we can adjust the seat base forward a bit, which allows us to increase the depth so that the cushion goes right underneath the user's knees. The tools to do that come with the wheelchair, so we won't need anything else. And we're going to move on to the armrests. The armrests we can adjust the height on. So to take them out, you push the little release button at the bottom and pull the armrest out. On the bottom of the armrest is a plastic catch which allows us to adjust the height. An Allen key goes in the hole there, slacken it off and move it to any height we want. Tighten it up and it just pops back in. Clicks in. Then we're going to move on to the foot supports, the leg rests. There's a few adjustments on here. If I take one off quickly, we can adjust the height of the footrest. So we use a spanner to undo the bolt here, slacken it off, and we can adjust it all the way down, all the way up. We can also, with the bolt at the bottom, adjust the angle of the footrest if the user likes to sit with their foot slightly more tilted. Finally, we've also got the calf support, which can be adjusted in the same way. Undo the spanner, the nut with the spanner, and move it up and down. And there are 5 bolt holes here which allow us to move the calf support in and out. The only other adjustment that's worth mentioning for this chair is the height of the handles on the back. So to make it comfortable for the person using it, we undo the thumb screws and we can move the handles up and down. Obviously make sure we move both sides the same. And then the other thing just to notice, when we tighten the hand screws up, if we pull them out, we can move it so that the lever moves in the way. Obviously we don't want it sticking out here because it's going to catch on someone's arm or on a wall as we go past. So that's how we adjust it for the user. Once that's done and we're using it and we've got somebody in it, the first thing is the brakes. The attendant has got brakes on the back for left and right. We squeeze them to put them on. We can lock them by pressing in the 2 locking catches. The same brakes can be applied by the user in the chair. Pull them back to clip them on, push them forward to release them, in the same way as any normal wheelchair gets done. Moving on from there, we've got the leg rests. They elevate. To do that, we simply press the side button in, move them to any height we want. When you let go, it locks in. Likewise, if we want to either remove them or move them to the side to allow the user to get in and out, we pull the release clip which is hidden underneath. Once we've pulled it, it allows it to tilt to the side, but in that position we can also remove it. And likewise, when we're putting it back in, make sure it's at the side about 45 degrees, and then we lock it in together. As with all tilt and space chairs, we do have seat belts available to make sure when putting the seat on and off the cushion that we have a seat belt available. Clips together. Obviously needs to be used when when the user is being transported in the car, which likewise we've got the tie down places for clamping it in a vehicle. The final thing on the user adjustments is the anti-tip wheels at the back. So at the bottom here we've got a ring, a sprung ring we can pull up and adjust the anti-tip wheels up and down. And what that's going to do is adjust how much we can tilt the wheelchair. Obviously, we need to be able to do that to go up and down steps or climb inclines, but we don't want it too much that the user is going to feel unsafe or to tip over. So that's what they're for. That's it. That's how we use the Gravity 2 chair from Ultimate Healthcare.